Joining me now at the IPMI conference is Erica Rannestad. She's a senior analyst over at GFMS Thomson Reuters and a speaker here at the conference. Erica, good to see you.
It's good to be back.
So I know your presentation was focused on e-scrap supply, and we'll also be getting your forecast for gold and silver in a little bit, so everyone will have to stay tuned to the end. But first, let's talk about e-scrap and really the important role it plays when we're talking the metals.
Yeah, so over the past few decades, the generation of e-scrap has increased at a double-digit pace. And what we're seeing now is that the recycling of the e-scrap that's being generated is increasing. And so it's becoming an increasingly more important source of feedstock to recyclers, especially in this market environment of weaker prices. Right. Recyclers are looking for new sources, and e-scrap is a relatively untapped market.
So where are the biggest markets?
The biggest market country-wise is the US, and region-wise would be Western Europe, actually. After that, China is a very large generator of e-scrap, and Japan is pretty significant as well.
So what would need to happen in order for e-scrap to play a bigger role in the market?
So the biggest bottleneck in the industry right now is at the collection level. The infrastructure for collecting everything that's generated is just not quite there, particularly in emerging markets, but even in the US, in Western Europe, in all the developed countries. So really increasing, getting more collectors out there in the market, boosting the awareness of take-back programs to consumers. So it's really hard to get an individual to return their
Well, do you think it could become a significant source of supply to the market?
Yeah, so if we can increase collection of e-scrap that is generated every year, I think it could be more and more important. Right now, I've estimated that e-scrap accounts for about 2% of precious metals scrap supply every year. Right. So that could easily be boosted up to around 10.
Erica, do you think it also has to do with just public awareness? I mean, how many people actually know that there's, metal in their iPhone?
Honestly, what you're trying to do or achieve is to get them to just return their old phones when they get a new one. And that's what they're not doing that. So it's in terms of the value, it's the collectors you want to kind of boost that kind of knowledge to get people to actually collect the material that is sitting around in attics. And
all right, Erica, let's talk gold and silver forecast now. Is Erica Rannestad bullish or bearish on these two metals?
Well, unfortunately, I'm still bearish, and I think over the next few months we've kind of entered into the summer months in the Western Hemisphere, so that does lend itself to a little bit less activity in the market, a little bit less interest, but so I do expect prices to come off a little bit, but I think that could be really positive for physical offtake. Investors are still looking for bargain opportunities, so with that in mind, I think that prices could be stemmed or limited. I do think that gold will remain above the $1,000 level, and even the $1,100 level, I think is a good point. Limit.
So among the precious metals, Erica, which one would you say has the best fundamental stories?
It's still palladium.
That's what I'm hearing across the board.
Yeah. It's palladium. Still has pretty strong fundamentals because you got the demand profile is really, really strong, and there's still a lot of risk embedded in the supply side. So. Right now we're in a weak market, and there's a little bit of above ground stock that people are still kind of sloshing around in the market. But yeah, palladium has the most compelling story in the long run.
Erica, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, always a pleasure.
And thanks for watching our coverage here from the IPMI 2015. We'll have more for you throughout the week, so be sure to stay tuned to Kitco.com. Thanks for watching.